What's up everyone, I'm Eleman and thank you for clicking on today's video. The first part for Sword and Shield's expansion pass comes out in 4 months, so there's still plenty to be revealed, both officially and unofficially by fans. But despite having such a long wait ahead of us, a lot of people are already starting to speculate on what they either think or want to come with the new expansions to the game. With that being said, here are the top 5 things that I'm hoping happen with the Isle of Armor. Yes, all 3 will be able to Gigantamax, but what I mean is that I hope the ability to isn't limited to just the one you started your adventure with. I've traded for both starters, and it'd be pretty cool if the Gigantamax trait was transferred to the offspring of the starters. The official Pokemon site doesn't specifically say that only the one you first chose as a partner can Gigantamax, so I think it might be possible for any Scorbunny, Grookey, or Sobble to have the Gigantamax ability, even ones you've either bred or traded for. Ever since regional forms were revealed in Generation 7, I know, one whole gen ago, I've been in love with the idea of Pokemon adapting to their environment and appearing to be more realistic and even gaining additional evolutions. They took the phrase from Mega Evolution, Beyond Evolution, and made it literal. These Pokemon are actually adapting to their environment, literally evolving, and it gives it such a realistic quality. Not to mention it also adds heavily to the lore of the games and individual Pokemon, as well as making so much more room for speculation and theories, like which form came first and why it changed forms in the first place. Rather than being version specific like a lot of people thought it would be, the form of Urshifu that Kubfu evolves into is determined by choices that you make while training with it. At first I'm really excited about this. Pokemon is letting us determine how the story plays out. Flip to this page if you choose this, we're in control. However, I feel like it's just going to set me up for disappointment, and in reality our choices is probably going to be 1 or 2 really small things, such as Kubfu learning one move over the other, or just by giving him an item before he evolves. I want it to be an in-depth experience where no 2 people can have the same storyline, sort of like a diverging timeline. We all start and end at the same points, but how we get there is an individual and unique experience. Every Pokemon game has followed the same formula, and everyone has the exact same experience, and the few times we get to choose dialogue are just false senses of control. I think this DLC is the perfect opportunity to test this out before potentially wasting such a great concept on a whole game and it end up tanking. These DLCs are meant to be an alternative to charging us for a whole new game when only a little change is made to the first installments. Therefore, Kubfu and Urshifu deserve the same treatment that a 3rd legendary would be given if they made a 3rd installment. These Pokemon, and it applies to Calyrex as well, are meant to be the Rayquaza, Giratina, and Kyurem of this generation. I'd also hate for Kubfu's evolution requirement, like I said before, just to be a level with a certain move to determine the form. That completely takes away the whole premise of training with it, as you can just give your Kubfu a bunch of experience candies and have Urshifu for the whole DLC experience. Game Freak, please don't waste the potential that these Pokemon can bring, because there's a whole lot. This adventure is meant to be our training process as we go alongside Kubfu until it's able to evolve into Urshifu. Now, it would only make sense that we train with it from the ground up, meaning it takes the level of the starters or a generally lower level. So it only makes sense that the Pokemon and trainers that we would face on the Isle of Armor are lower level too, so we can actually use Kubfu in battle like we would a starter. One of the fun things about getting a 3rd installment and even the 2nd version of the game is getting to start a new adventure. This way, while you can still use your level 100 starter in Legendary, you have an opportunity to maybe use low-level Pokemon that you caught early in your journey and never took out of the PC. Personally, I'm saving the low-level Scorbunny I traded for until the Isle of Armor in order to feel like they're training right alongside Kubfu and I. I plan on doing this with several Pokemon in fact, such as Tyrogue, Larvitar, and Jangmo-o, along with my Keldeo from X version. It'll be a fun, self-made challenge rather than just breezing through all the battles and Pokemon there are, using my starter Pokemon and any other Pokemon I brought from home or caught throughout the game. That's all for today's video. I know it was really short. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment what you're hoping for the Isle of Armor. Until next time, later guys.